I've been implementing MRP on our system lately. I've come across two very interesting checkboxes here in MRP, and I wanted to talk a little about them and where they're coming from. So let's take a look at where you store these holidays that this is talking about. Holidays and calendars are not easy to find. You're going to need the right authorization here. So let's go into modules here, and you'll find them under administration, under system initialization, under company details. Again, this is probably somewhere where just your system administrator will be able to get in. So you're going to need to have higher authorization to be able to do this. And hidden in here is the calendars, and it's under accounting data tab. And about halfway down, you'll find the holidays. And I have my 2021 holidays here. You can look here and you can see there's a drop down of all the different holidays that have been set up in the system. But I'm going to go ahead and click the golden arrow here to show you what that would look like. And there are the holidays. Now I'm going to cancel that for a second. If you wanted to do 2022, you can't just do it from there, by the way. You have to go down here to define new and define it in the drop down, and it won't necessarily work as well here if you just add it in that space. So go ahead and hit link to holidays, and there's our holidays. There's several things you'll note here. First of all, you have a title for a holiday, and then you have a week numbering system. So this will tell you how you're going to number your weeks. You could start on January 1st, and let's pull a calendar up to show you this. And I have mine set for 1/1/21, and so we could see here, if I expand this a little bit, the three options. You can see right here on the side here, it says 1 for the week. That means that this one is true. The first week starts on January 1st. Wherever the January 1st is, that's week 1. The second option here is first week starts in the first 4-day week. So the first week that has 4 working days, that would be that week 1. So if I had the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th here as work days, this would be number 1 if I check this. And this one is for a first full week. And so if you had whatever this week is, discounting the weekend, that would be the first week. And that last one comes into play particularly because of the next thing we have here. We have the weekend from Saturday to Sunday. That's a general weekend. Not everyone has that weekend. In fact, my company has a different one, and we actually start on Friday so that our production teams are only working Monday through Thursday. So we have this weekend set to Friday to Sunday. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and update this and show you what that does. Hitting OK. And I can go back here. And that's now saying OK, so I'm a good to go. If I go back into my 2021 holidays here, that's all now updated. But if I go over here to a start date here for this one, you look on one of the small calendars, you'll see that this has grayed out 3 days of the week, which is the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is our weekend. And so any day that is a holiday, be it weekends or holiday days like this 18th over here, that would be a holiday, and it would actually discount it in various places in the system. So that's what this does. Now you can also have this valid for 1 year only, and that would be if you had individual dates here, and several dates of these fall in that category. So you could do that as well, and that would just set this for 2021. Now, if your dates for your holidays are always the same day, you can just shut this off, and it just has month and day for this. Now, this doesn't work very well for American holidays because many of them are taken on Mondays, so this calendar floats, and so you'll need a start and an end date thing, which we'll talk about in a second. Next here, we have set weekends as work days. That goes to the same thing I was just talking about. Again, let me pull this up. And on this small calendar, you can see this weekend. Now, when you have these holidays, much of the system will lock you out of operations. For example, sales orders. So much of my customer service staff can't enter sales orders on Friday. Even though they're working on Friday, this is just production is working on Monday through Thursday. They're actually working on Friday as well in customer service, and so they wanted to enter in days. And so in order to make sure that all the system is up and running and won't lock you out, you're going to set the set weekends as work days. And that overrides holidays. Even though it shows up on the calendar, it will override the holidays. And finally, you've got the holidays themselves. And this is a big table. Now, very often when I'm doing this, I'm just going to go change these dates here. Be aware you can do a right click and do a copy table and then paste the whole table into your next holiday if you need to do that. Now to change these is really simple. You're just going to have a start date and an end date. So I'm going to go down here, let's say to Christmas. Okay, and I've got 12/25/21 for my Christmas, but I give my staff a long Christmas break, and they actually go to the 31st. So they have this entire time off. And if I were to do that, I would set it up like this, where I'd have my start date is 12/25 and my end date is 12/31. And then I can go ahead and update that. And if I go back into the calendar here, you could see that this entire week is now grayed out. Holidays affect several systems. The calendar prevents some transactions. MRP uses the holiday calendar as adding delay factors into production and purchasing. We don't work every day, and the holiday calendar makes sure SAP Business One knows this. This was a Business Oneness Power Tip. Subscribe to BizOneness on LinkedIn or at my website, BizOneness.com.